Welcome to the top 8 best Batman stories. Now keep in mind, these are my picks, so you might not agree. But if you do, let me know in the comments down below. Number 8 is Batman Year 1 by Frank Miller. This is just a classic. Most of the current Batman origins contain this to some extent, but what it does is it follows Batman in his first year as Batman. He isn't a well-known superhero, he's just a crazy guy in a bat cowl. What could go wrong with that? Many people consider this to be a definitive Batman story, if not the definitive Batman story. But for me, I just consider it a really good story. Number 7 is Batman Arkham Asylum, otherwise known as A Serious House on Serious Earth. Arkham Asylum is just as much of a character in the world of Batman as Batman is himself. It houses so many of the criminals and so many of the stories for the Batman series, but no one really knows much about it. Well, this answers a lot of the questions that you might have about the creation of the weirdest mental institution ever created, as Batman finds himself locked in with the inmates trying to save the day. Number 6 is Batman and Son. Now, this is the actual origin story of Damian Wayne, and as I am a fan of Batman having a son that he needs to train into becoming a good guy, this is one of my favorite books because it does reveal the origins of Damian Wayne and the lengths that Talia will go to get what she wants. Number 5 is Batman the Black Mirror. This is a great Batman murder mystery that takes the city of Gotham and it looks at it as if it's its own character. What makes this a really good one is the fact that it's not really about Bruce Wayne Batman. It's about Dick Grayson Batman and about Jim Gordon, weaving a unique tale as it alternates the two of them, giving us a very rare look into Jim Gordon and Dick Grayson. Number 4 is Batman The Long Halloween. And now The Long Halloween is actually the next part of Year 1, and it follows another murder mystery. But this time, it's about our early Batman that isn't as awesome as he is later. This is where we see the return of Calendar Man, and we also see the Maronis and the Falcone families going into a gang war. Just like Batman Year 1, this is a great classic Batman tale. Number 3 is Batman Earth 1, which now has 2 volumes. This is an awesome reboot written in vein of the idea behind Year 1, but it's on an alternate world in which Batman just got started and is learning everything. Obviously, things are a bit sloppy for our Dark Knight as he has to learn his way through all of the ropes. But this one's written by one of my favorite writers, Jeff Johns, and due to this, it sits a bit higher on my must-read list than Year 1 does. Number 2 is Batman Night of the Owls and Court of the Owls. This is a story that has been written by Scott Snyder that is both creepy and incredible. If you thought Gotham and Batman were so old that there's no way that they could reasonably bring in new characters to the series, you were wrong. Because Scott Snyder wonderfully weaves in villains of his creation known as the Court of the Owls. He makes you feel like they've been here forever and no one knew about it because Batman just gave up too early and too easily as a child. Number 1 is The Killing Joke. This story proves that the Joker is insane, and it gives us the origin of what most people consider to be the origin of the Joker. It's also how we got Oracle, and it leaves us on one of the worst cliffhangers ever written, as it's left open as to whether or not Batman actually killed the Joker, or if he brought him to prison. To be clear, it is in fact left open, and everyone stating that Batman killed the Joker because the writer said it is wrong. It was actually claimed by Grant Morrison, and he did not in fact write this story, Alan Moore did. So it's left up to you to decide if Batman actually kills the Joker in this arc, or are you against that theory? Let me know in the comments down below what you think happened at the end of Killing Joke. As usual, I'm Benny the Comic Historian bringing you another list on ListBomb, and let us know in the comments down below what other lists of books about your favorite superheroes you want me to go through and give you the best ones of, because we have tons of superheroes we can do this for. Thank you, and I will see you next time right here.